Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is Hannah, and on this channel we talk all things home decor, home aesthetics, mixing high and low with new and old. And in today's video, we are heading to Hobby Lobby to put together some spring faux floral arrangements for you guys. So if this is something you are interested in watching, just keep on watching. You guys absolutely love these videos. Every single season you request them. So in today's video, we head to Hobby Lobby to put together 5 different arrangements, all geared towards spring. Now, if you are new to my channel, I do this every season where I go into store utilizing all of Hobby Lobby stems to give you guys ideas on ways to bring faux florals into your home to make beautiful arrangements. Now, I know faux florals are not everyone's forte. I understand a lot of people struggle on mixing different stems together, so I walk you guys through the process of what it is that I look for when I do create these arrangements. I give you guys my tips and tricks on what I look for, how I create them. I gave you guys a couple of different color variations, but I definitely did not hold anything back this time. I went with more bright colors, definitely screams spring in my opinion, and I'm actually really pleased with how these arrangements came out in today's video, so hopefully you guys enjoy. But without further ado, let's get into today's Welcome to Current Day Hannah. All of the original footage that I had filmed for this video was corrupted, minus a couple of different clips, so that is why there is a mix match of outfits and whatnot. So yeah, all the original footage was destroyed, so I had to refilm this, hence the kind of breakup of content. But I hope you guys still enjoy today's video. Without further ado, let's get into it. Starting off this floral arrangement video, I wanted to give you guys a really fun spring look. This one's definitely going to embody some more color. I did a lot more of our warmer tones like oranges, pinks, and I'm really excited with how this came out. So if you are new to my channel, when it comes to arranging a faux floral arrangement, I always say start with the larger staple pieces. So at this arrangement, it's the poppy. It's that big orange flower that is the more staple of this arrangement just because it is the largest and takes up the most square footage. I'm then bringing in multiple other florals to play off of those tones, like the little pink garden roses, and I love it because their centers actually play nicely with the poppy color. We're then bringing in that green thistle for texture. Texture is going to definitely give you guys kind of visual interest to an arrangement. And then bringing in a deeper color, which is this beautiful peonies, and a kind of plum color for depth and dimension. You never want it to just be one color all the way across. So when you find your staple floral, you kind of want to play with the tones to create a really beautiful look. Now to finish this arrangement off, I love this filler because it just has this beautiful cascade to it. And so typically I'll do the filler towards the outside of the arrangement, so that way you can really focus on the florals that are internal with the arrangement and then having the greenery on the outside. For our second floral arrangement, you guys were requesting some bright colored arrangements. Typically I do things that are a little bit more muted, a little bit more neutral base, but since we are in springtime, I thought it would be fun to really give you guys a nice selection of arrangements. So we're gonna be starting with those first florals, which are our garden roses, and then we're gonna pop in these hot pink ranunculus, which I absolutely love. We brought in a ton of color and I'm just so excited about this one. We then brought in a few other colors that are more on the warmer tone, including these beautiful orange flowers, which I'm not quite sure what the names of them are. And then we brought in some bright yellow little garden roses. These ones are great little sprays. So if you have maybe like a tiny vase to pop, some florals in, these were really great. And they did come in a couple of different colors. Now the unexpected floral, which are these blue ones, I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to add these, but I'm actually very pleased with how this arrangement came out because I feel this blue plays nicely with the greenery that I added for it, which is the lamb's ear. Lamb's ear is a really beautiful neutral color. It's not a very bright green. It's definitely more of a toned down, more of a bluish gray color, which you guys will see here after I add these nice lilacs in. And again, this arrangement's definitely bright. It's definitely spring. I think this would be great for someone that really enjoys having that color in their home. So this is arrangement number 2. Arrangement number 3 is similar to number 2, but this one has a little bit more of a pastel feel, starting with these really fun peach colored garden roses. Then we're trickling in this fuchsia peonies. Third flower is a baby pink ranunculus, again playing with those pastel colors. And then we're gonna be bringing in this wax flower. I really love this flower. It's actually a stem that is fairly new to me for Hobby Lobby. Very realistic looking. This is great if you want to add it as a filler like I'm doing for this arrangement, or if you were to grab a few stems and just put it in one vase as is on its own. I think this is a really great option. You're gonna pop in that color, you're bringing in texture through the stems, and if you're needing something with height, also a really great alternative. Next flower is a white ranunculus, again kind of playing with pastels, toning down the colors just a hair. And then to bring in a little bit more pink, we are bringing in this fun tulip. Tulips are something that I don't typically use for my faux arrangement, so I was feeling a little bit on the feisty side and decided to do something a little bit different, playing with sizing and shapes. So as you guys can see, we have lots of different shapes when it comes to flowers, which is another thing to be on the lookout for when you are creating arrangements. You don't want the same shape all the way across the board. The more visual interest you can add to an arrangement, the better. The first filler we are adding is this thistle, again for shape and for texture. And then the last filler we are adding in is again this cascading greenery. I just love this. I use this in multiple arrangements within this video. This would be great on its own, and it'd be great in an arrangement like this. Again, you're getting that width on the side, cascading effect, and I just absolutely love how this arrangement turned out. Arrangement 4 is gonna be for my neutral people, the people that love a little pop of color, but you want it in a very muted way. So we are starting with a hydrangea first. I love hydrangeas because they're such a large flower that they do take up a lot of real estate, so it's gonna be a nice full arrangement. Second flower we are adding is this really fun baby pink dahlia. And then to play off of that pink, we are adding in this fun garden spray rose. These are really fun in my opinion because they add a little bit of texture, but this femininity that I just love for this particular arrangement. And this stem also come in a few different color variations here at Hobby Lobby. For greenery, we're gonna be bringing in Queen Anne's lace. I love this for the texture, and the color is really fun and very muted, so it's gonna play really nicely with these toned down colors as well. Next stem we are bringing in is lilac. I love these stems. I've just been really having a lot of fun with them. They do come in 2 other color variations, a dark purple and a light color, but these are great for that exterior. So you guys will see I will add 3 stems for a little bit of extra just length on the sides of this arrangement. Now I'm not quite sure what this is considered, this stem. It's like what looks like twigs with little flowers attached to them, but I thought it just added this really fun, just textural aspect to this arrangement, but also bringing in that like feminine touch with the little flower sprays. And then lastly, I've used this obviously a lot within these arrangements, but I just cannot get enough of it. This is that same filler we are going to be adding to the exterior. Typically, I will either do 2 or 3 depending on the size of the arrangement, but this is arrangement number 4. Switching gears for arrangement number 5, we are bringing in a very moody feel for this next one. So I started with a really dark plum garden rose, then adding in a cream colored garden roses. Remember, if you're going to be utilizing anything that is white, do not do a super bright white. You want something that is either ivory or a soft white. Then we're going to be playing with that kind of warmer tone, bringing in this beautiful pink color. And then of course those garden rose spray, which I had already talked about, they have them in this really fun dark color. So we're bringing in different hues of purple and pink, all playing very nicely with one another. And then our beloved cosmos, I'm bringing it in this mauve color to kind of, again, bring a little bit more of a 3-dimensional look. That way it's not just purple all the way across the board. We're playing with those same colored hues for a very visually appealing look. Now, I don't know what these are called. They kind of remind me of my watercress stems with this like spiky just texture. Love this for, again, that texture aspect, bringing them towards the outside of the arrangement. That way it's not overpowering, and it's gonna have more of this like cascading effect along the perimeter of it. Now I believe this is considered a lamb's ear, but it's just a different color lamb's ear. Same type of effect. It's kind of got a dark purple undertone, which I thought played really nicely with our kind of predominant color of purple within this arrangement. And then lastly, I think this is considered a fern of some sort as far as greenery goes. We're gonna be bringing this again towards that exterior, so we're bringing in a little bit of greenery since this is very heavily a colorful arrangement. It's giving this like very whimsical, wispy look, and I just love how this came out. So different, definitely spring, but it's gonna be for those people that have maybe a more moodier, edgier feel. Ending out this video with our 6th and final arrangement, I wanted to do one more arrangement that had a little bit more of that bright colored spring yellow, starting with our sunflower. The second flower for this arrangement is this ivory garden rose. Again, pay close attention to the texture and the shapes that I'm bringing in within this arrangement. For our third flower, this is a small closed peach rose. Shape is really important when it comes to arrangements. The different shapes really add that much texture and dimension. We're then bringing in, I think this is Queen's Lace, in just a really beautiful muted yellow. I love this for its texture, and then I just kind of spread those stems apart and just evenly distribute it throughout, which is another tip that I gave you guys when it comes to arranging flowers. Don't be afraid to pull them apart and kind of weave them within each other. That way it doesn't feel like one stem is just directly on top of another. To bring in a more muted color, we're bringing in this really fun light green ranunculus, which kind of plays off of that Queen Lace color. It's a little bit more muted. Again, our sunflowers are our predominant color stem here. Now for greenery, I have no idea what this is, but I thought these little yellow berries played nicely with our yellow color, bringing in texture and then adding just a little bit more greenery to this arrangement. For the last floral for this arrangement, we are bringing in more of those lilacs to kind of help play off of the ivory cream garden rose. So it's not just one white flower, bringing in one more hue of a lighter tone. Love these lilacs, really recommend them for spring and summertime. Pair them alone or pair them in a beautiful arrangement. And then lastly, our greenery, again, this beautiful filler, great for a cascading effect. We're gonna put just a few of those on the exterior, and then this is our last and final arrangement for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you got some ideas when it comes to assembling your own arrangements at home, and happy spring.